Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back doing a Swiss Oath of the Gatewatch Battle for Zendikar draft. Opened Eiley, Eternal Pilgrim. I usually don't like first picking two-color cards, but she's super strong, so we're going to take her. Taking her over Blinding Drone, Boulder Salvo, Chain Mage, Aeronaut, Baloth Pup. Some decent cards in here, but I would like to play Eiley, if possible. We'll see if we can make the black-white deck finally come together for us. All right. Work Lyric's a fine follow-up. Envoy is also very good. I guess... Yeah, I don't know which one I want more. I never seem to draft Work Lyric, so I kind of want that more, but Envoy seems better with Eiley, right? It also blocks better, but Work Lyric stalls better. I have no idea which of these cards is better. Like, not even a little bit. They're both very good cards. I guess if you're going for the stall... I was going to say, if you're going for the stall plan, Envoy's better, but that's not even necessarily true. The thing is, Envoy's good on its own. Onto Work Lyric is not, right? This is an ally too, right? Not an ally. Okay. Work Lyric's not good on its own. It's a 2-mana 2/2. Envoy is good on its own, and it's good with other allies, with Cohort. These two cards want each other, I guess, is basically what it's kind of coming down to, isn't it? I think we're going to take the Envoy. Interesting. Okay. In white and black, we have nothing of interest. Could take the Unknown Shores. Guess it splashes. Maybe we end up splashing for Eiley and playing like black with something else. Otherwise, I could take like a Seed Guardian or something, or Path Warden, or Reality Hemorrhage. None of these cards are worth splashing. Best card in the pack, Seed Guardian by a mile. I guess I could just take that. Maybe we'll see if green's super open. I don't know. Okay, so we've got... What do we got? Devouring Flames in red. We have Shoulder to Shoulder, which is good. Still would like to make Eiley work. Could play black-green, splash with Unknown Shores. Not the best way to fix and splash, but possible one. Is the fourth pick Devouring Flames a sign? Once again, no relevant black or white. I guess Translator is good. It works well with Eiley, sort of. It's not really in with this black-white ally life gain deck, though. Much at all. Could take the Shoulder to Shoulder. Still just hoping that we can make the black-white deck work. I'm going to take Shoulder to Shoulder. I don't think we're going to have to see a white or black card real soon here, or this is not going to come together. Okay, Gifted a Soothsayer. There we go. Now we're in business. Right back on the black-white plan. Off a Protector in here too, which is actually fine for the deck since it's an ally. But Soothsayer. Alright, here's our Chain Mage. Taking it over Searing Light and Expedition Raptor. Seems fine to me. Get out of here, Seed Guardian. We're making black-white work for once. So Holdout Settlement, which lets you, I guess, splash a color, or Searing Light, which is removal. Probably want the Searing Light. I like having one of these. Corpse Churn to bring back Eiley, Eternal Pilgrim, or a creature we've sacked to Eiley. Guess that's an option too. Also Chitinous Cloak, but I can't imagine the black-white deck needing colorless mana. Let's take the removal here. Okay, off a Protector. I guess it works well with Shoulder to Shoulder. Certainly works well with Eiley and Chain Mage and Soothsayer. Yeah, It's actually just a card our deck wants. I guess I can take Chitinous Cloak. I just don't think we're going to use... is there something we want to splash for? Maybe. Are we going to play Chitinous Cloak? I mean, I guess it's decent with Envoy and it's pretty good with Alpha Protector. 3/6 Vigilance Menace. Decent with... we'll take it. Whatever. Like I said, I just don't think we're going to need Holdout Settlement. The only reason we'd need a holdout... Well, I got immediately rewarded with another one, so we'll take it. Bonesaw? Sure. I watched LSV draft on stream a 6 Bonesaw deck. Made me laugh really hard. He did not get past round 2, but he did slaughter his round 1 opponent, which was really impressive. All right. We don't care about either of these. I guess we'll take the crab, whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this one's playable. All right. Fairly successful pack 1. I don't think Bonesaw is going to happen. I don't think Pathfinder is going to happen. I would prefer them not to happen. Right now, I'm still considering the Chitinous Cloak. Well, here's the dilemma. I've got an Ondu War Cleric in here once again, but I can't pass a Isolation Zone. Not when our deck actually has no removal outside Searing Light. Oh, wait. Grasp of Darkness? Grass might just be better than Isolation Zone. It's more color intensive. I don't know. The instant speed, yeah. Instant speed, we're going to take Grasp. Despite it, they're both double color, so I'd rather pay 2 less. This deals with more things, but this deals with it more cheaply and at instant speed. Seems better to me. I'm going to get an Ondu War Cleric one of these days. So I can take Meandering River. For Splash, we can take Step Glider. We have Shoulder to Shoulder. Could get some more ways to get +1/+1 counters. Otherwise, there's really nothing else here. Slaughter Drone, but that's not what this deck really wants. Step Glider's not what we really want either, but we'll take it. Giving Vigilance is actually pretty good for your allies. Bit of a miss. I guess we'll take the Shrieker. Hope to find Colorless Mana later, I guess. Still not really what our deck wants, though. Could have taken the Hedron Crawler, I guess. That might have been okay. I don't mind playing a 3-mana 3/2. 3/2s are okay in this format. Surprisingly. I can get on board with Aeronaut. It's an ally. It's got some good toughness. Flies. It's good with support. Take it. So I could take the Cinder Barons for Splash later. Could take the Translator, which doesn't have a ton of synergy in this deck. I guess it works with Shrieker, sort of. It also has good toughness for Eiley, which could be good. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Tar Snare or Raptor. So Raptor has good synergy with Step Glider and Aeronaut. Current removal is a Searing Light and a Grasp of Darkness. I kind of want to take this Raptor because of how well it works with Step Glider and McKinney Aeronaut, Envoy, even Protector. It's pretty awesome. Usually I don't take spells over removal, but I kind of want support for this deck, I think. Could take a second Searing Light, could take a second Translator, neither of which are very exciting. I guess we'll take the second Searing Light. I'm hoping I don't have to play 2 Translators, despite it having decent synergy with Eiley. Hope I don't have to main deck 2 Searing Lights either, but I could. Alright, another shot at second Raptor. Or I could take the second Alpha Protector. I don't mind the second Raptor. Hoping to fill out the deck with cheap Allies, pack 3. I'm going to take the Raptor over the second Protector. I think Protector's fine there, but I think we can find some cheap creatures pack 3. At least I'm hoping we can. I kind of like the support in this deck. I think I like the Raptors more than the Translator, despite the synergy with Pilgrim. I would rather just play an evasive guy that buffs my other guys. Kind of in need of support, it feels like, with the low power, high toughness guys. Could probably take Translator out now. Alright, I actually think Unnatural Endurance is better for us than a second Step Glider, so we'll take it. Seems fine in this deck. It's a nice, cheap combat trick. Usually leads to some pretty good plays. I guess we'll take Mighty Leap. I'm not going to play Warden. Probably not going to play Mighty Leap either, but maybe I'd play it over one of our 2 Searing Lights. Like, I'm fine main decking 1 Searing Light. I think it's better to board into the second one when necessary. It does seem like more and more there's most matches Searing Light comes up and works well, which might be an argument to just play 2, but I don't want Reaver Drone. I don't really need Timber Gorge. I don't need any of this. I'm going to take the Timber Gorge. Almost assuredly not playing it, but I'm not going to play Reaver Drone, and I don't really care if my opponent plays it. So, did not get an Ondu Work Lyric. I ended up picking a Grasp of Darkness and a Vampire Envoy over them, both of which are good cards in our deck, but I'm still undecided if Ondu Work Lyric's better or worse than Envoy. Like I said, Envoy blocks and attacks better on its own. Work Lyric probably is just a better card when you have other allies, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to play Corpse Churn. I'm just going to take this foil full art land because I like that. I guess we'll take the negate. Sure. Okay. I would prefer to just not play Mighty Leap. I don't think that's what this deck wants to do. Unnatural Endurance I'm on board with, though. I like the protection. Conduit of Ruin, Hedron Archive, Ruin Processor, Focus, Myers Malice, Demon's Grasp, Bone Splinters. Yeah, some decent options in here. I think we're probably going with the Myers Malice. Not the best first pick, but a good grindy card, especially Black-White is the best in terms of grindy archetypes, so I kind of like taking the Myers Malice here for that reason. I do think Hedron Archive is good, but this doesn't strike me as a Hedron Archive deck. Don't have a ton of need for colorless mana outside of Shrieker, which just as a 3-mana 3/2, we're mostly playing it as at the moment. But Myers Malice just seems good for this deck, so I think we'll take that. Treat to Emiria seems quite good. It spits out allies. It also buffs team. It's good with Cohort. There's also Reproach and Vampiric Rites in here. Sludge Crawler, Retribution, Colostria Healer. A lot of good options, actually. A lot of good options. I think I still want the Retreat. Retreat's very good with Cohort. Tough to deny that. I think there's an argument for the Healer, especially with the Eiley. Retreat's got to be better than Healer, though, I think. And Reproach is good, too. There's so many good cards in this. This is our pack. This pack has everything we want in it. And I honestly can't tell you which one I like the most. I'm probably just going to take the Retreat, because having more bodies for support, having bodies for Cohort, being able to buff team, I think versatility makes it the pick, but I want the Reproach, I want the Healer, I wouldn't mind the Medic, I'd like the Retribution. I don't know the chances of wheeling any of those, but I guess we'll find out. I'd even play Sludge Crawler in here, I guess. Okay, Shadow Glider is not an ally. Sharpshooter is, but it's probably worse than Shadow Glider. But I may still want some allies. This can randomly deal with stuff unexpectedly, and it's like a combat trick when you have the mana for it. Otherwise, I can take Career Griffin, which flies and gains life, which is good for Eiley too. How many Cohort did we end up with? I guess we just have Chain Mage and Soothsayer. Kind Could go for the glider because it flies. We don't really look like beatdown, but we have the support. It's better with like shoulder to shoulder. Could be good. Maybe just take the flyer here. Tandem tactics is fine. Maybe Griffin's better than glider for the life gain and higher toughness. Guess we'll do that. We're not beat down, I don't think. Take the Griffin. All right, Lookout's good. It's probably the pick for us. It is an ally. More retreat to Emeria, like a retreat to Emeria, Cliffside Lookout, 5 mana out. Play a land, buff team, buff team. It's pretty good. It's a good late game thing, and it's an ally. All right. So 13 creatures currently, including the Myers Malice. Stasis Snare is very strong. I like that more than Reproach, definitely. Channeler would be okay, I guess, not insane. A second Myers Malice would actually be fine too, but take the Snare. Okay, Sheer Drop I like because it's removal. Ghostly Sentinel flies, which is good, but we're going to take the Sheer Drop. I like the versatility of removal and creature. Are we an 18 land deck? What's our card advantage? We have Landfall with Retreat. We have Soothsayer to draw cards. Chitinous Cloak's a mana sink. Cliffside Lookout's a mana sink. We probably have enough mana sinks to just try and... Well, Entangler looks good. Definitely looks good. All right. Maybe we are an 18 land deck. Second Griffin. Well, we can probably ditch the Shrieker for a second Griffin. I think that's fine. This is 15 creatures. Myers Malice Sheer Drop. Not entirely convinced we want to play Chitinous Cloak, but I don't have a great cut for it either. Raptor or Step Glider also works well with the Awaken spells. I like that. Bone Splinters, Demon's Grasp, Focus. Focus is a combat trick. I think we're good on that. I'm okay taking the Demon's Grasp here. It's a little more top end, but I'd probably run a Demon's Grasp over a Chitinous Cloak. Just to throw another removal spell in here. I do think the Cloak's okay, but probably just not what we need. Royal's Retribution and Vampiric Rites. Vampiric Rites really tends to never let me down, and considering we've got Retreat to Emeria, which should actually count as a creature. Yeah, we're taking Rites over Retribution here. Retribution's all well and good, but like I said, Vampiric Rites really does not let me down most of the time. Swarm Surge, maybe. I don't think it is happening, but... what would I run the Vampiric Rites in place of? I kind of like the Shoulder to Shoulder more than the Unnatural Endurance. I think I like the Searing Light more than the Unnatural Endurance too. I don't know for sure about that actually, but I'm going to take the foil land. Okay. All right. I do want to jam Vampiric Rites in here. That is for sure. I don't want to cut the Shoulder to Shoulder. We're going to keep that. What's my removal? I guess there's an argument for Unnatural Endurance because it protects, like, Eiley. What's other important creatures we have, though? Soothsayer. I like these things that protect... We have a lot of 5-drops. That could be a problem. We are playing 18 lands. Hmm. Trying to think if I can lower the curve to the point where I play... Like, having this many 5-drops is probably just not a good idea. Although, I mean, if you look at it, like, if I had a deck like this, it would still be a fine 18-land deck. You know what I mean? Like, if I had 2 6s and a 7-drop, it wouldn't be a big deal. It's okay to be congested at 5 if you're running 18 lands and you don't have a ton of top end other than that, which we don't. I guess we have the sheer drop, but 18 lands with, like, something like this, well, it still does seem a bit top-heavy, doesn't it? I like having the removal, though. What's our removal? Searing Light, Stasis Snare, Sheer Drop, Demon's Grasp. I could cut the Demon's Grasp. I kind of like it, though. I think it actually got better. Believe it or not. I'm pretty surprised how few creatures we have that are 3 mana or less. We have 4 creatures that are 3 mana or less. That really makes Shoulder to Shoulder a lot worse. But I still feel like we probably cut the Unnatural Endurance instead. Keep the Searing Light. Could actually cut the Shoulder to Shoulder, run 2 Searing Light main deck. What does that do for me? It gives me more early removal against hyper aggro. Gets rid of a little bit of our support, but support's a little bit worse in this deck than I wanted it to be. I still kind of want our late game support. I'd rather play that than, like, I feel like with this deck, Shoulder to Shoulder is best on turn 3 after you've played a 1 and a 2-drop creature. I just don't think that this deck's going to be able to reliably do that. I think I'm actually going to go for the double Searing Light, which seems fine. Still have 15 creatures. All right. Yeah, this deck looks okay. So, need double black, need double white. Do we want to just do an even split? Obviously, we need white more than black. Guess I could do 10-7. Kind of want multiple black for Vampiric Rites, though, don't we? Obviously need double black for Grasp, but do I want to do 10-7? Or do I want to do... Or 10... Do I want to do 10-8? I guess 10-8. Let's do that. How good is this deck? It's not insane. I think it's okay. Got some card draw. Got some reach in the late game. Not as much as I'd like. Oh, it's okay. It's probably like a... I guess because we're so top heavy, our removal's fine. I can't give this deck any higher than 7. It doesn't look like your stereotypical grindy black-white deck. So getting some Ondu War Clerics would have been nice. Like I said, we ended up picking a Grasp and a Vampire Envoy over those, which I don't really regret since both of those cards are very strong. They both want to be in the same deck as Ondu War Cleric anyway, so that was tough. But other than that, the deck looks very good. So, yeah, I guess we'll give it a 7 out of 10. See what we can do with it. All right. We'll see you round 1.